This seems to be, it's like they're showing me all of it all at once or something. I don't know. It's like over responsibility, overburdened, it's like over. It's like they're showing me too much or something. It's like then having to have discernment, having to have all these, and then oversharing. It's like, and blaming. Okay, how can I say all this? And it's so much so fast. I think they're also showing like, oh fucking A, slow down, please slow down. Oversharing. It's sometimes our brain, right? Like our mind goes in these loops, right? And you've heard me have this discussion so many times where it's like you don't want to have on the rose-colored glasses, right? Where everything's peachy keen and nobody has any ill intent. It's naive. And yet you also don't want to go to the other extreme where you're like everybody's evil and bad and blaming outside yourself for your life, right? And so it's like neither extreme serves you. You just have to be real and true and honest. And it is like self-contained. It's mastering one's mind and having the discernment of who you're sharing with, who you're around, all of this, right? It's like mastering all of that, which for some of us, that's a real challenge, right? Like having that balance within oneself and also having the flexibility and ease and recognition of you're human. You're not perfect. You will fuck up. And that's okay too, right? It's like all of it. It's like they're showing all of it all in one. And we could simplify that down to just one being balanced in oneself and fully present. So you can have that peace and ease and calm and rational decision and discernment and all these things, which does require you setting up your life with that ease and that balance and taking the steps and measures for when you do, quote, mistake. It's not a mistake. It's showing you just need to heal up that area, meaning surrounding yourself by the right people, watching the right things, being in the right environment, participating in the things that are healing, helping, beneficial, happy, vibrant, bringing out your best self, all these things. It's just life, right? Like learning to love your life and set it up so that you love it more and more each and every day, and doing the practices that allow you to stay balanced and present within oneself. All this, it's just life, right? Being an adult. And oh God. They're flashing through the beginning scene again, which is just a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. I don't know how to verbalize what or see what they're trying to exactly tell me to share, where I think it's back to like, sometimes we'll get stuck in loops, yeah, and familiar patterns. And sometimes it's just because there's still lessons to be learned or see there. Or you haven't had enough. That's really funny. They're saying that sarcastically. They're showing it sarcastically too. It's like they're showing it like, can you slow down so I can verbalize that? Sometimes you'll go back into patterns that are painful for you. But again, we've talked about that. It's like you're just familiar with the pain. So it's the uncomfortable devil, though. And so sometimes you've learned the lesson more than enough times, but you are actually now addicted to the pain. And so they're being facetious, saying like, haven't you had enough? Right? Like sometimes some of us are like hard-headed and we have become addicted to it. And it's like, I don't know how to verbalize that. They're showing it's like any addiction where it's like you didn't pivot soon enough, something like this, where it's like you might have recognized or realized you didn't like something, but you didn't make the necessary changes in time. So it just became robotic. It just became the now familiar pattern. And so, not that you can't always change it, but it's like, I don't know, they keep showing an alcoholic. It's like an alcoholic might decide early on, it's like this love-hate relationship with the alcohol, right? Like they might love it because they realize it'll numb out the pain of what they're trying to ignore or suppress, and hate it because for, I don't know, whatever reasons they hate it. Like it makes them feel bad, or maybe they do bad things when they're drunk, or I don't know, like, or they can't hold down a job because they're like, I don't know, whatever negative thing. So then they end up having this love-hate. But then it's like, what are you showing me? It's like when they got the first hate, when they first had that first hate, that first recognition of, oh, I see that this was a tool I was using to numb this out, which felt good, but I hate the fact that I lost my job. I need to get off this because this sure the fuck doesn't serve me or take me to where I want to go. This doesn't help me reach my highest potential or my dreams or aspirations if I keep losing what I need to get there. And so it's like you have to give up what you might have loved at one point, that numbing device, for yourself, for better, for deciding that your dreams are more important than numbing out your pain. And then, okay, let's take a look at this pain that I was trying to numb out instead of finding another substitute, right? And so what was your point of that? So they're showing that can happen with, they keep showing addicted to the pain. And they're trying to help me see this, they're trying to have me bridge that gap where it's like, fucking A. They're trying to get me to see, it's the same old thing. It's like the addicted to the pain, it's like the familiar chaos, the familiar pain. You know you don't like it, but it's where you're comfortable. And then the only thing I can think that they're showing is like, it's that the longer you wait to break that contract or break that bone or break that addiction, the harder it is. That is true. It's like the longer you wait to do what you know you need to do, sorry, I'm stopping right there because I'm like, are you speaking directly to me? Right? Because I've been getting that lately. I've been getting this hit of, it's like there's something I need to do. And whenever they tell me that, I'm like, oh, I fucking want to do it. I don't like to wait. I like to do it. I like to get it done. I like to get it done with. And yet, I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do. This is a problem for me because I will dive in. I'll over dive in. So maybe that's back to, was that the beginning of this one? Overshare, overdo, over responsibility. It's like because I do seek to get to peace and calm and ease, it's like for the chaos to fucking settle, it's like that's, oh, maybe they're showing me that is part of my problem, is I'll then like frantically do everything to just get to peace and ease and calm. So it's like if there is a, it's like if there's saying you have to do something, you know what you need to do, just do it. So maybe for me, per usual, I'm always the opposite. For me, it's the opposite. It's like what I need to just do is fucking nothing, right? Like, no. Sit in the uncomfortableness of doing nothing. No thinking, no repairing, no fixing, no trying to help, solve, blah, 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 blah. None of it. It's like you have to sit in the uncomfortableness, which sounds funny, of nothing, of allowing, right? And that, God, doesn't that feel good though? I miss that. When you're in that allowing mode, that receiving mode, that soft feminine mode, when it's like you've met all your needs, you've nourished yourself, you're loving yourself, you're caring for yourself, and you're just allowing. It's like you've done, it's like they're showing more than all you can do. It's like you've done more than enough. It's like your time to receive. It's your time to be nourished, cared for, loved. It's like to pour into oneself, to love oneself, to let go of all the stress and the burden and the worry and the fret and the fuss. So I think, because what they're showing this again is, I think what happens is, you will hear, you know what you need to do, and I'll think action. And so then I'll overdo to be able to check it off my list. Like, oh, did I need to adjust this? It's like I'll find problems that weren't problems. I could just let them be. Does this make sense? Yeah. I mean, for me, but hopefully you guys hear whatever it means for you. And so for me, it's like, you know what you need to do is you need to stop doing. You do no more action, do no more thinking, do no more repair, do no more worrying, do no more fretting, no. It's like, get back into that practice of slowing down, of stillness, of calm, of ease, of trusting yourself, of trusting the universe. You know, it's like you prove to yourself, and the universe has proved to you, 100 billion times that you've got this, and the universe has you. Like, it's all good. Everything does always work out. And you're well aware of this ridiculous pattern. You do too, where you fret and fuss and might, and then you're like, what? And you let go, and then whoosh, you're swept into bliss. So what are you fighting bliss for? What's the problem? And so maybe they're telling me that it's like, stop having that mishinge. I think that maybe that's it. It's like, stop having that mishinge. It's right. Like it's mishinge with those words, right? Like, what do you need to do? Like taking do as an action. And there's something else right there that it's like something about survival mode. It's like when you got flipped back into survival mode or something. It is something about that. It's like we're always having that scale within, right, where you never want the fear to tip to the majority, because once it does, you get slip into survival mode. So it's like that healthy balance within oneself, where it's like you don't want any fear, and yet they are showing something about a healthy balance, so you don't become too naive or too gullible or too ungrounded or unrealistic, right? But you can't ever let that. Okay, yes, they're showing this again. I don't know if I said this earlier, where it's like I will have gone into. They're just showing an example. I'm just going to speak bluntly so it's easier. It's like everything will be going great for me, and I'll be going full speed ahead. And then all of a sudden, it's like something comes barreling in and knocks me the fuck off. And I haven't been able to see what the fuck has knocked me off. The times it's happened where it's been like a big enough crash, right? And so there have been a lot of times where I will get knocked off and I'll just pick myself back up, brush myself off, and keep going. But then when it'll happen so many times and it's like a bigger crash, you know, a lot of times it is the universe just trying to show us, not just tell us something. But if I can't see or understand or find it, I will start to then be like, oh my God, right? That's when too much of the fright comes in. Like, something's wrong, something's not right, like something's whatever. And again, it's like, yeah, the universe is saying don't go that way or this or that. And I can't always see that clearly or see what am I afraid of, or where am I not supposed to be going, or what was I thinking, or what's the problem? Like, I can't always understand what the universe is telling me. And so I'll start to search outside myself, right? To seek answers, for assistance, for help, to figure out what the fuck is going on. And And I guess in the past 2 years, you've heard me talk about readers. Well, I'll turn to them. Well, sometimes they'll start talking about something. I'm like, holy shit, right? Because it'll be like my exact scenario. And they'll say enough things within the reading that I'm like, oh my God. And they'll talk about this, like, you've heard me talk about like black magic or spells or like evildoers or evil. And again, those words and language and imagery that conjures up in my mind can be so scary, right? Where technically it could also just be people in your environment who are jealous or angry or envious. But I end up giving them more power, or that invisible energy power, by even looking at it, by even acknowledging it, by even acknowledging it, I'm making it real. Where if you don't acknowledge it and don't allow your brain to go there, then it stays dead and invisible, because it's like you're conjuring up the imagery you don't want when you focus on it, and giving it power, giving it life. And so the very thing you don't want, you're giving life. And so this is why you don't want to seek outside oneself. And yet there's more here they're showing. And so there's that. But then they're showing it's then I will snap back into my shell, recognizing what I'm doing after I have given myself the fright of my life, right? Like there'll be enough of those times where I have gotten myself so frightened that I'll snap back into my shell, which ends up being a good thing because I can then calm myself down in my shell and unravel and unwind and then recognize, oh, I did that. I went outside my shell. I'm the one who, right? And then because I couldn't figure out the answer inside my shell and somebody else gave me an answer outside my shell that was good enough, right? Like, oh, that's it. I ran with it, even though it felt terrible. And so it's like, don't give power to the things you don't want to become true. And it's like, again, don't be naive and don't be oversharing or overgiving or over-explaining or over-responsibility or over anything. Yet also don't deny. Don't deceive yourself and be naive or it's having that balance, that understanding, that discernment, that adulthood, that maturity, that depth. And I want to say, and remembering, only because we do forget. We forget because we get back into patterns, right? When we remember when we stay present. When we stay present, we remember, which can sound funny, doesn't it? It does kind of sound funny. And yet, you hear me say, oftentimes I forget or I'll repeat patterns. It's because I'm going offline. I'm going away from the present moment. When I go away from the present moment, I'm fretting, scared, worried, depressed, sad, digging in the archives, looking back in the past. That's the depression, right? Like I'm not in the present moment. I remember when, or it was this or that. It's like that's, and then your body starts to feel all of that. And then you're calling it in. And the same with like the anxious, when you're not in the present moment, you're racing in your head and worrying about the future and and so it's like the only way to remember all your lessons, to have that wisdom to recall, to remember, is to stay relaxed and true and honest and present. And when you're there and you're aligned and you're present, you can, it's like that's when you're awake. That's when you want to set yourself up for success, because you're in that receiving mode, allowing mode, and you'll get to that inspiration and that calm, steady truth and guidance of what to do. It is to like heal and move forward and be happy and relaxed. And they're showing us sometimes that for some of us, it's a chipping away process. I don't know if that's the right words they want me to use, but they're showing it's kind of like chipping. It is like they're showing it's like chipping away, where it's, how do I say what you're showing? You're showing me it's like I'll get into the allowing mode. You'll give me inspiration. I'll work on what they're doing, what they're inspiring me with. What they're inspiring me with tends to also be a healing modality that I don't always know is healing me in the process. But it's like every time I step back and look at what they inspired me to do, it's like I receive all these blessings from it. Meaning recognition, awareness, healing. And then it is always kind of funny for me, like, oh my God, I love doing that. That was so much fun. And now I realize why you had me do that and why it was beneficial and why it was healing and how I can now see that straight line and how that was necessary for my next step, this kind of thing. And so because I've had to have many of those like chunks along the way, it is like chipping away at progress to get me, so funny, to the here and now, to the present. It was like stepping stones to get me to the present. And then what, how do I say that? It's like, then I flung, it's like I got, it's something about like I got addicted to that breakthrough or that chipping away or getting to the present moment that I started to get like overly eager or something. And it wasn't it was me, because I was getting overly eager then. What is that? It's like they're showing like they like flung me forward. They would like fling me forward. But then that was like a whole nother boatload of fucking lessons. Because then that was, yes, all that anxiety. I think, again, the bottom line message is like, maybe they're saying sometimes some of us have to go through it to get to it. Right? Like to get to the present moment, we have to master both ends of the spectrum or something. It's like to have that temperance. Maybe they're showing it's like also for me to understand it and to verbalize it as best I can. And so, God, that's interesting. Sorry, I'm so fascinated by all they're showing me, and yet it's coming so quickly. I'm not. I can't get it all out. Yeah, it's fascinating. So they're going back to like, so then what? So because I was like, what do you want to tell me now? It's like, what do you? So then, some contract or bone I have to break, and it's. I think all of it is no for me. I think they're saying, no, just sit down and relax and stop for a while. Just enjoy that peace, that ease, that stillness, that well-deserved silence, that well-deserved present moment. You've worked too hard in the past and in the future. It's time to stay and enjoy, to sit in that peace and that ease. This is why it's like, you never know, like, who's listening and where you are in the timeline, and this is why you have to tune into you to know you and to know where you're at, and not listen outside yourself for the answer. You have to see if it resonates, because remember my example earlier, it's like don't grasp onto something just because you're like, oh, I want that to be, or that'll work, that fits the bill, that fills the void. No. Get yourself into trouble. All right, I'm going to jump off. Thanks so much for tuning in and listening. You can now purchase an audio journey with me using the link below.